You're now tuned into the most censored morning show in the realm, Rise and Grind.
Like a soldier on the battlefield, I'm lost out here without a shield. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I've been keeping it inside. Yeah, Juliet, you knew it from the start. Yeah, Juliet, you're tearing us apart. Come on, Juliet, it's still the same in this old town, and all they do is try to shoot you down. I've packed my bags, I'm gonna leave. It's getting hot, but I still believe. I've been watching you watch me all evening. So come on, and I know you don't forget this feeling, and I'm still on your mind. Juliet, you knew it from the start. Oh, Juliet, you're tearing us apart, tearing us apart. So come on, Juliet, you wanna restart? Yeah, Juliet, you're tearing us apart. So can you still hear me down the end of the line? 'Cause all I wanna know is you're still mine. Do you feel it? Alright. Juliet, you knew it from the start. Oh, Juliet, you're tearing us apart, tearing us apart.
Good morning, everybody. We are live. It is Tuesday, July the 19th. How is everybody doing this morning? It is a nice and early start today. That was not the right song I wanted. What's going on, everybody? Do you guys have anything new to share in the chat? Is there anything new in your lives? It looks like we've got 2 people tuned in this morning. It's 5:45 a.m. on the Central Standard. Thank you guys for tuning in. That song was actually called Juliet by Ollie Ride. It's a great old tune. It's a couple years old. I just wanted to start off with something fun. Thank you guys for tuning in today. It's just going to be an easygoing day. We got lots of tweets and tabs. And obviously, many memes of the week are always ready to go. I'm a little bit, I guess you could say I'm replenishing my hydration. I lost a lot of water in the last 2 weeks, but we are done. We are done on the roof, everybody. It's over. Got to do some windows. It's going to be a good rest of the week. I got lots planned too. Lots planned for the rest of the week. Hopefully get some time to rest again. Jeez. You know, it's crazy. What we got to do, right? Okay, now I'm ready to go. Thank you guys for being patient. What? I can't sit on a roof and have a sparkling water on my couch? Good morning, everybody. Hope everybody slept okay. It says the truth about the comfort zone. Wow. Let's get in. There's some interesting memes today. Oh yeah. When you're not used to being confident, it says your confidence is going to feel like arrogance. When you're used to being passive, assertiveness feels like aggression. Right? When you're not used to getting your needs met, prioritizing yourself feels selfish. Your comfort zone is not a benchmark. It's going to change and fluctuate as you go through life. Some days you're going to feel this way, some days you're going to feel that. But understand that you're not arrogant. Confidence is built off of effort and loving who you are. This one's Did You Know? We're going to talk about cats. Now, I don't have any cats. I've had cat pets. They're cool. They're all right. The whole going to the washroom in a box in the middle of the house is not sanitary, not clean though. But people do love their kitty cats. But hey, cats imitate baby humans. Did you know that? Whenever they want you to feed them, hungry cats emit vocalized high-frequency purring that is in the same acoustic range. 1 second. Same acoustic range as the cries for a hungry infant. And humans subconsciously recognize it. And being more urgent for others, they bring their food to them because they cry like little babies. I never knew that. I do know that they do emit those kind of noises. Continuing with the cat theme here, it says, did you know? Cats do not sleep in the way we think they do. Truth is, cats are interdimensional beings and regularly visit places we cannot. Their eyes are also capable of detecting wavelengths of light that we can't pick up, enabling them to see energies, spirits, elements, and more. The same way dogs are our guardians in the physical world, cats are our protectors in the energy world. This is why cats were regarded as sacred in ancient Egypt. Now, I definitely think cats definitely see interesting, strange things that we don't. I've witnessed it. But I do believe that healthy cats don't deserve to live inside of a house and pee in a box. They're outdoor animals. That's what they're made to do. But people want to domesticate them and they want to bring them into their homes. And who am I to tell them not to, right? Although I will tell you the truth about their urine. It can kill a pregnant baby and cause a pregnancy to be terminated because of the high levels of acidicness. And there's also diseases attached to the parasites in their feces and urine. So having a cat and cleaning it and taking care of it is actually really bad for your health. It really is. It's because you're lonely. You want to hold something, and because you're true to yourself, you don't allow just anybody into your house. So a lot of people go out and get cats. Right? So I don't think it's bad. I love cats. I love all animals. I just don't think it's healthy. That's all. Did you know that the Bible says do not fear 365 times? For a book that's trying to control people, interesting how it actually frees us. Interesting. From fear. Frees us from fear. Meanwhile, in the Netherlands, people have just started their own biological food coop bypassing the super maggots and buying directly from the farms. Look at that. See what happens when they force people to rise up? This is the way that it should be. We shouldn't go to a grocery store. We should be all going to our local farms and buying our produce. Not shipped from Taiwan. Sure, some fruit, obviously, we can't grow in North America. Okay, so we do have to have something shipped in. But everything else, especially in the summertime, should be done locally. This is the absolute correct way to live, if you ask me. This one's deep. The cave you fear to enter most likely may hold the light that you seek. Think about it. What are you going to do? Are you going to push yourself today? Are you going to step outside your boundaries? Or are you just going to stay balanced and steady ahead? The choice is yours. We are solely accountable for achieving our higher purpose and the outcome of our life path. Personal power is to exercise our free will. You can reclaim your power by choosing healing, love, and forgiveness. It's a beautiful meme. I like it. Good morning. It's 5:50 a.m. A little bit later. We've been starting super early. 4:30 a.m. we've been starting. We don't have to work up on the roof anymore. I don't have to get up that early. Start to get back to a normal time. Maybe tomorrow we'll do 6 a.m. Central. That's 7 a.m. Eastern. This one says, letting go. This one's hard. Sometimes it's hard to let go. Let go of the thoughts and emotions that create suffering, though. Once you can stop being so attached to your thoughts, you will experience tremendous relief, inner peace, and a sense of joyful well-being. It's not easy to let go of some stuff, but we got to work on it. I'm trying. Every day I try to work on things as much as I can, and I want you guys to work on it too. I hope you are. I mean, if you're tuned in, you're obviously working on yourself. That's all we constantly talk about here. Let's get on to this next one. Feeling the need to be busy all the time is a trauma response. Oh, I am guilty. I am guilty. I am never taking breaks. I constantly trying to create content. Constantly, I need to realize that maybe this is a trauma thing. I got to take a look at my own self here. Fear-based distraction from what you would be forced to acknowledge and feel if you slowed down. I'm afraid to slow down. I'm going to work on it. Okay, this is a good meme. So, maybe I'll see things that I don't want it to be the way that it is. But at least if I see things the way that they are, not that I want them to be desperately, at least I'll have the truth. Then I can move forward knowing the truth, right? So maybe it is good to slow down. Maybe I am acting out of trauma. Or maybe I just love to make content. I don't know, but I'm going to think about this one. I hope you guys do too. Good morning. I love rivers. I love water. I'm obsessed with water, if you don't know. I like to be in it. I like to see it. I need it at the end of my... I'd like to have a front lawn that was just water. I don't even need grass. Just give me some water. I'm good to go. This one says, beware of perpetrators in disguise. ... Some people set fires wherever they go, and they also have mastered the art of playing the burn victim. Do you have anybody in your life like this? I don't. But you might. Take a look. Think about it. You need to distance yourself from these people. They took our knowledge of spirituality, they sure did. Gave us a false religion, and tricked us into believing our own knowledge was evil. That's what they've done in multiple ways. Tried to make yoga satanic? Come on now, that's ridiculous. Tried to say that meditation is evil? Nah. The son of the living creator told us that he meditated all the time. It's written about him meditating constantly. So, true fact. Now, microdosing, I don't want to take this to DMT and smoking pineal glands, because that's where this leads to anytime we start getting into psychedelics. I am a strong proponent of marijuana, first and foremost, mostly. You can use these psilocybins. Microdosing apparently is the best way to help deal with depression, but it says here several studies prove that psilocybin can optimally cure depression, help with addictive behaviors, interconnect the different areas of the brain, and uncover your hidden potential while fostering creativity and curiosity. So, these medicines that grow in the earth do have the capability of doing some of these things. You have to be very, very, cautious. You have to be very smart with the way that you consume them. And if you do too much, they can become addicting and damaging as well. But they can help you from being addicted to other things like cigarettes or alcohol through microdosing. I don't want to hide the truth. I want to share it with you guys, but I want to make sure that I always do it with the most care, because I actually care about you guys on the other side of the screen very much. This one says, little known fact. We'll get into another song, our first song break of the morning after this one. It says, the reason why certain religions teach that yoga and meditation are, quote, demonic and, quote, satanic is because of what happened hundreds of years ago. When Britain invaded India, the Rothschilds, and they had trouble controlling the population there, whom were also very in tune with their own bodies due to the dedicated ancient yoga and meditation practices. Many Indians have developed siddhas, special abilities unexplained by modern science like levitation, telekinesis, psychic and shamanic powers, etc. This is why the control system, had the church teach that yoga and meditation were evil, to try and stop others from developing these innate human abilities which threaten their control. Why do you think marijuana has been illegal for so long? Why do you think that yoga is so talked down upon? Why do you think they mock it? Why do you think they call it satanic? It's because it's actually freeing. Again, I take it to Christ, the Son of the living Creator, the first and the last, constantly was out in the forest meditating, most likely stretching too. Okay, they didn't have any cars back then. Everything they did was on foot. I don't want to get too deep in this. Let's get into a song break again. Today is Tuesday, July 19th. It's 5:57 a.m. in the Central Standard Time. Let's do this first song break, and I will see you for some tweets and tabs after this. Thank you for tuning in this early, bright morning. The only morning show. It's not sponsored. And that was Anna Yvette with Mood Ring. What a great new song. I put the link in the chat for anybody that might want to check that out. Who had a mood ring when they were younger? Come on now. Who had a mood ring? Look at this. This thing is awesome. Well, you're gonna let you guys know, I think this is beautiful. This is the way to build a dock. Right here. You don't have to disturb any of the water. This dock floats. That's a nice construction design. I like it. And look, you can have fun on it. You could jump the waves and do all this stuff. That's a dock right there. I miss the water. I need to get out and get me to the lake soon. I miss the water. That's hilarious. What would you guys do on this dock? This guy's not out far enough. Come on, bro. What you doing? There you go. There it comes. I'd probably try to launch off of it too. Let's get into these here news, tweets, and tabs. Inside Australia's 4 brand new Cerveza quarantine centers now just absolutely empty and never ever going to be used again. And taxpayers helped chip in on $2 billion to build these facilities that are never going to be used. Good morning. Welcome to the Rise and Grind podcast. New York School of Law warns that absolute digital ID is paving a digital road to hell. Yeah, you can read about this if you want. I'll put it in the chat too. Interesting article. Let's continue on with these morning tweets and tabs. I don't know why everything has to flicker. Did you know that Skittles contain super toxic, harmful things? I didn't know that till I got these here links. It goes on, the lawsuit that Skittles is under right now is being made by they are putting titanium dioxide, which is super unfit for human consumption. Are they putting it in the shell of the Skittle? I don't know. But don't eat any of this nonsense. It's all poison. Don't feed your kids the candy. What? Oh no. This one was too truthful. I wonder what this was. It's gone now. It was just here 20 minutes ago. The news is being taken down as I'm trying to share it with you guys live. This one says Canada has no way to track weapons that are being donated to the Ukraine, despite concerns arms could end up on the black market. Let's think about this for a second here. Hold up. So all this taxpayer money, there's people starving to death in North America right now, but there's a fake war going on in Ukraine, and they're sending all the money to buy weapons that aren't even trackable. They don't even know where these weapons are going. That's a huge red flag. Where are the guns going? Are they even being sold? Are these guns even being bought? Or is somebody in the Canadian and American governments just putting the money in their pockets? I'll leave it up to you. So I can tell you, I've got footage of reporters filming some kind of a skirmish, and the people filming it are shooting paintballs at the supposed Ukrainian soldiers to make it look like they're under fire. So you tell me what's going on. Breaking. Huge news coming out of Poland. The Polish Abrams arrived to Poland. Poland will only pay a symbolic price for the 116 U.S. Abrams tanks, replacing its 240 T-72 sent to UA. They're getting some tanks, huh? Let's go, Poland. This is just nonsense. A 50 caliber bullet that is uranium depleted pierces through any tank armor, and because of the compression exchange, when the bullet breaks through the barrier here, it kills everybody inside. As soon as they came up with this bullet back in a long time ago, tanks were now made obsolete in warfare. You just need to shoot them with 50 caliber uranium depleted bullets. This tank is done and everybody inside it is dead. Okay, there is something in the fall. I want to start to help try to empower people. I'm going to start teaching basic martial arts on this Rise and Grind. This is not basic. A lot of this is for show. But look at this. Look at how good she moves. I think every woman should know how to defend herself like this. Mandatory. Mandatory. That was a nice throw right there. So it should be mandatory. Martial arts. Every woman and every man should know how to defend themselves without needing a gun or a knife. Okay? So what we have here is some advanced martial art moves. So, as we can see, sometimes martial arts is only about inches. You don't have to be good. You just have to move out of the way. And usually run. But she blocked. She knew what was coming. The combo was set. She comes in. Wham! If she really wanted to let him have it, she could have kicked him right in the head there. She planted good on her back left foot here. Huge strength coming down. You have to be like a tree. Rooted when you do some of these moves. She's going to come back with the flying roundhouse kick. Bam. That's all for show. This situation right here, as you can see what you have on the screen, if this was a real life situation, her right leg should have lifted up and stomped down on the knee. And she would have completely ended the fight. Disabling this man. Very simple. You can see he's in the position for that move. But she wanted to throw the head kick because it is for show. Karate show and karate do. It's two different things. There's a nice head kick. Bam. And then this right here is you can do this as a Brazilian art. It's also Hapkido, another art that I learned. They teach you how to do judo throws. This is a flying triangle hold with her legs on the head. Great throw. She executed it perfectly. So yes, I do want to start bringing martial arts, and in some stages I'm also going to try to bring construction work to the podcast, but I do want to lift people up with martial arts. On some interesting news, have you ever heard the mating call of an alligator? I hadn't until I saw this. Let me turn the background music down. I don't know how loud that is, by the way. It sounds loud in my ears, but here is the mating call of an alligator. Check this out. He's cute. Look at his eyes. Oh, how's it going? That's loud. So what we're looking at here is the reverberation and the sound made in its belly here. You see the pattern on its spikes, right? Right here in the water, it starts to make the shapes of these sonar type sounds. When we go into the next link here, this is what it actually looks like. This is it recorded. I don't think there's sound on this one, but it's showing you the ripples on the back and the way that they reverberate and the sound passes through the water. It's saying here, alligators may be the only known example in nature to create these types of waves. In a lab, they are generated in a closed container. Right? This is very, very interesting what these sounds are making. They're saying that produces a Faraday wave, communicating this for a long distance. Interesting, right? I didn't know if you guys had ever known that alligators have a mating call. I think it's interesting. Let's keep going on with these tweets and tabs. Another factory is burning down. Poor Billy Gates in Holland. If you haven't seen more of his bug factories, I guess. I don't know what they're building in it. Maybe it's microchips. I don't know. But it's burning to the ground. Sorry, Bill. This is probably going to start happening more and more and more. So they say climate change is causing these fires, around the world. Check this out. And is the background music really loud for you guys in the chat? Look at this helicopter. That is really loud. Excuse me. What's it doing here? I know it's twisted. We need to flip this 90 degrees or 40 degrees. 45. This helicopter is literally dumping out flames on top of this here forest. And it's being recorded by another helicopter that's flying alongside it. What they don't want you to know is that they're causing the forest fires, right? And then they're blaming it on the electricity. They're blaming it on climate change. But here we go. Just more evidence of how these things are taking place. What are they going to, some skeptic going to go in the comment section and say, Now, this is a controlled burn, right? That's what they always say. We do controlled burns in the government so that the forest fires don't get out of hand. Nah, that's bull. He is lighting this bitch up. It's not water, ladies and gentlemen, that helicopter's pouring out. It's fire. Some kind of napalm or something. Climate change, huh? Documented. Breaking. Russian footballer Kozlov died. 29-year-old died of a blood clot. How is this being so normalized is beyond me. But we're going to keep reporting on it. I'm sorry we have to. This one here, a mysterious illness is affecting cyclists in the Tour de France. Many are dropping out. One such cyclist, Victor Lefay, told the Eurosport France, there are many who have it. We talk a lot about cerveza, but there may be suffering from something else. We all have our lungs screwed up. Yeah, and what did they make all these people do before they enter these things? And to travel, what do you got to do? Look at this. Marx, Lenin, Stalin, Trotsky, all Rothschild cucks doing the hidden hand. We always like to bring some of these things to the light too, just to let you know they all work together. You can always find pictures of also Hitler doing this kind of stuff too, who's supposedly against these guys, right? Or was he? This is some crazy satanic stuff right here. Look at this. This is not liberal or leftism, as many people like to call it. It's just straight up demonic. This is what they want people to be now. You're gonna be all tatted up. They stretch out everything. Make yourself look like a freak. Cut off your genitals if you're a man. If you're a woman, they want you to hack off your boobs. Desecrate yourself. This is heartbreaking. Heartbreaking. But everybody has the free choice. Choose your own path, right? So choose your own path reality. Look at how beautiful women used to dress in the 19th century. Sure, they dress beautiful now. Don't get me wrong. But it's amazing at what level they used to go. All these different layers. So much pride and care. We think we're so advanced. We're so evolved. We're in the future, they say, right? That's what people always say. Nah. We've been de-evolved. We've been dumbed down. They've taken away beauty. They've taken away art. They've taken away culture. They've taken away passion. Men are not men anymore. Women are more like men now. Right? What's going on? Why can't we have beauty? It's a nice outfit. I know it's got to be hot. You can't wear this in Texas, but Kanakistanians might be able to pull this one off. It's a beautiful color and dress. There was so much elegance and work and art and craftsmanship put into these designs back then. So much effort. What do we have now? They did to women. They took away your beauty. They told you to become whores, they said, right? It's a bit much. There's some puffy shoulders. Pretty interesting, though. That's a nice outfit. Scarf to match, too. Look at that. Oh, and a coat. It's probably all hand sewn. With pride. Someone took a lot of care to make that outfit. Wow. That's a lot of work. I really don't want to have to make women go through that. We got to somehow make it easier for them. I guess they have, right? Oh, and a hat too. Check that out. I don't know, but I like it. You guys want to call me crazy? I like it. It's a lot though. Maybe in the winter time. What have they done? Is Ukraine the bedrock for the WEF's Great Reset Digital ID Wallet Blueprint for the West? I know it's truncated. I'll definitely put this one in the chat. This is a must read. As you can see there, I've tried to fix it. What do you guys think? Is Ukraine the bedrock for the WF's Great Reset? Obviously, it's being used as the catalyst, right? Everything is being blamed on the Ukraine right now. Well, I mean Russia, but I mean because of the Ukraine, right? The pro-maskers have been out in force, and they seem to be very triggered again by this person, Orlando, sharing this study. So he's going to share it again, he says, with some added commentary. Masks, guess what, people? Potentially full of titanium dioxide in nice, small, easy inhaled particles. We've been saying this for 2 years now. That video is probably taken down, where we actually came out and showed people what was going on with these face masks. Although titanium dioxide is suspected human, I don't want to say this word, I'll get taken down, when inhaled, particles were demonstrated in synthetic textile fibers of face masks intended for the general public. They found the evidence of this stuff. We showed the video. I'm sure you guys saw it. But it's back out again. Why do you think they want everybody to put these face masks on? They don't do anything. Yesterday I showed a chick sucking on her fingers and fingernails as she was eating, touching things all over the place, then putting the mask right up above her face, above her mouth at the same time. This is interesting. Check this out.
Gazprom has told European customers it can't guarantee gas supplies because of extraordinary circumstances. That's according to a letter from the Russian energy company, viewed by Reuters, in which it said it was declaring a force majeure on supplies starting June 14th. The letter itself was dated July 14th and addressed to at least one major customer. Known as an act of God clause, force majeure is used to shield a business from factors beyond its control, like natural disasters. Gazprom had no immediate comment. It marks an escalation in an economic tit-for-tat with the West over Moscow's invasion of Ukraine. Uniper, Germany's biggest importer of Russian gas, was among the customers who said they received the letter and that it had formally rejected the claim as unjustified. A source tells Reuters the force majeure concerns supplies through the Nord Stream 1 pipeline, a major supply route to Germany and beyond. It's currently undergoing maintenance, and Europe fears Moscow could keep the pipeline mothballed in retaliation over sanctions, heightening an energy crisis that risks tipping the region in recession. The European Union aims to stop using Russian fossil fuels by 2027, but wants supplies to continue for now as it develops alternative sources.
Well, let me turn the audio down again. I had that cranked so that you guys could hear that. So if you don't know about the Gazprom and what's going on here in Europe, you need to know. Okay, oil and natural gas is a big thing. It's really how they've been usurying everybody. They've been controlling the realm through this oil for a long time. But what I want people to know is, don't you be surprised if there is not pipelines coming up from Syria that are going to switch over from using the Russian stream, right? There's the Silk Road being talked about. That's not being talked about enough. They are switching everything. They are trying to change. They are doing a great recess, right? That's what they're doing. And they are trolling people. And we want to keep watch of this whole Gazprom situation. It is something that we are watching here closely. This is very interesting stuff. Are they going to turn the natural gas off? Are they going to keep it off? You heard her in the video. She said that apparently they're down for maintenance, the hub that transports the natural gas out of Russia. So we're going to keep our eyes on this. This is probably more of what's going on than the actual fake war. It has more to do with this switching over of where this gas and oil is coming from. The time is now 6:20 a.m. in the Central. That's 7:20 a.m. for everybody on the East Coast. Brain-computer interface startup implants first device in U.S. patient. Synchron's procedure will help an ALS patient text by thinking, and a major step forward. So one thing that I want to point out is that they always say that this is to help people that are impaired, and it ends up becoming a weapon used against the innocent people. So we're going to keep our eyes on this whole brain-computer interfacing. You don't want to be inside a simulation. Inside a simulation, it's probably not going to turn out well for you. You'll get stuck in there. Now on to some funnier news. What happened to this guy's hair? He looks like an this is whoever told him this PR. They were wrong.
Great to see you. Great to see you guys. Of course.
Look at how ridiculous this PR. They have to put this guy on planes and buses and put him around innocent people to try to help people think that he's likable. He is so hated. The Canadian people Hate this guy. I'm shocked that there's not a protest going right now going on in Ottawa with 5 million people chanting Trudeau must resign. Trudeau must resign. I'm telling you guys, the country hates this guy. Now he looks like an absolute tard. Why did he cut his hair like this? I don't know. Hey, maybe you guys like it. I don't know. Teach their own. I don't like this man. I think he's evil, wicked, a liar, con artist, many other things. But this is staged. They got to make up this propaganda because he's so hated. He's so hated. They got to fake this nonsense. Who are these people? Where? Canada, my heart. A little bit more Satanism before we get into our memes and our second song break of the day. This is insane what they've done to these people. 17, political science major. Knows everything, I guess. Its pronouns are he, and they. Wow. I'm trans. What did they do to this person? Get off my camera. Look at that face. This guy's just saying there's no such thing as a trans person. True. There's a boy and there's a girl. Simple biology. Whoa. Is that a demon inside this thing? I'm sorry for showing you guys this, but I want you to see what's going on. This is what the mind control, the TV, and the propaganda does. Makes this. Look at this to show you now. Our last video of the morning. Watch out, Putin man's armed for Armageddon weapons. What is this? Is it a train? Why isn't it playing? Is it a rocket? Oh, it's playing now. The size of this thing. Where are the wings? How is it gonna fly? You guys do know that bullets have to rifle, right? Bullets have to spin like a football. How it spins. This thing's got no wings.
What has prevented a world war since 1945 has been nuclear weapons.
So something that doesn't exist, it's never been proven to exist. You're telling us in this short video that it's prevented world wars?
Rather a doctrine concerning their use called MAD, Mutually Assured Destruction.
Mutually Assured Destruction.
Yours, I fire mine, everybody dies. So it's no surprise that NATO has been keen to avoid a direct military showdown with Russia over Ukraine, because conventional war could relatively easily turn to nuclear war, and nobody wants that, because no one wins. Or do they? It appears that Russia has been very busy over the past decade or so developing a weapon that might render the old power balance, well, unbalanced.
Nah, they don't have this weapon. This is nonsense.
We all know.
Look at this, okay? Look here. Just because we got this on live, I haven't seen this. This is my first time. I want to just show you guys. If this was a rocket, you would need stuff a lot stronger holding this together than these tiny little pins. Okay? This one's not even attached. It's not even in its spot. This is all fake.
Know that Russia, like the United States, has plenty of nuclear weapons.
Yeah, look at this. It's a nuclear weapon, huh? That's what they look like now? I don't think so.
Russia's stockpile.
What's this? It's, they got declarations on here?
Is believed to be around 5,500 to 6,000 warheads. Britain, by contrast, has just 220.
Is this like a monument? They just set it up here? These are permanent, right?
Like the United States, Russia deploys nuclear weapons in 3 ways.
3 ways.
From nuclear fields, that is buried silos on land.
Buried silos, right? Stuff that you'll never see because it doesn't exist.
Be the only deployment used by Britain, or launched from aircraft.
From aircraft, huh? They're going to carry that up in a plane, huh? I'd like to see it.
Key delivery systems are known as the nuclear triad and underpin.
What is this? Is this from the 1960s? What is this, guys? You do understand it's Tuesday, July 19th, 2022. They're talking about nuclear weapons and they're showing us footage from 1969.
The MAD theory.
Get out of here.
Until recently,
What is this?
the Russian and the American silo-based ICBMs
That's
were
not
all
a new picture in this CGI too.
designs.
All they can show us is a picture, a still frame. Be
In the case of
afraid, be
America,
afraid.
It's the Minuteman III.
Minuteman, huh?
The
Minuteman, eh?
M2,
Number
known
3.
in the West as the Satan 1.
Satan 1 is the other one they got. R36 is Satan 1, huh?
6
Be afraid.
M2, ironically a product of the old Ukrainian Soviet Socialist Republic, can deliver 10 multiple independently
10.
targetable re-entry vehicles
What?
each with a
This thing can launch, they're telling me, 10 different nukes.
yield of 550 to 750 kilotons.
Ooh.
By comparison, the atomic bomb the Americans dropped on Hiroshima in 1945 was 15 kilotons.
Is this it?
Or the Satan
Ready to
1
prove?
can carry a single nuclear warhead of up to 20.
That's it. Everybody, nukes are an absolute hoax. If you haven't searched Galen Windsor, you'll find out that nuclear power is just boiling steam, and they don't have any magic material that you can take something the size of a briefcase and blow up an entire city. It's retarded. You need hundreds of thousands of tons of dynamite. That's all they can do. Okay, they did have nitrogen. Or no, not nitrogen. I'm sorry, I'm forgetting the name of the substance. But it is so highly explosive that you can't even move it. Right? It needs to be found in a solid state, like in a stick of dynamite, and then you can actually ignite it. But they don't have nuclear materials like they profess. Check out Galen Windsor. He'll teach you everything. He swam in the cool-off pool. So-called nuclear waste. It's nonsense. Let's get into this second song break. It's a good one. We'll do a few more memes before we go for our day. See you guys after this break. It's Tuesday, July 19th, 6:28 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Is it all for you? It is never for
into the most censored morning show in the realm, Rise and Grind. That was Electric Blue by ICOS. Everybody needs a little bit of sax in their life. Every now and then, right? I like the saxophone. It's a great instrument. We need to bring it back. Gotta play it more. Let's get into these memes here. This one's important. This might be the most important one of the day. It says, did you know? Did you know? Did you know? Did you know? When you get home from work, school or college, or whatever it is that you're doing throughout your day, you have a precious window of time. Roughly between 5 p.m. and midnight, usually for most people. Depends on what time you get up. But you still have the same amount of time if you finish your work earlier or your day. Right? Where you get in life will largely depend, yes, on what you do within those 7 hours. It says here, you can improve by exercising, your self-education, working on a side hustle. You can do that too, right? You can literally learn how to start your own business through watching videos on YouTube. How abundant you are in life can come down to what you do in this small daily window. Now, I usually spend most of my time preparing for the morning Rise and Grind and the weekly night podcast that we do. With all my free time, usually. And I like to make content that's funny. But I'm also doing a lot of learning. Now, I don't have to do much exercise right now because I'm working my butt off, doing physical labor the way men are supposed to, build with their hands. But this time here is very important. You don't have to be, again, I went through a meme earlier today that said that constantly doing stuff is also a trauma response. I got to stop that. I got to take some breaks. Got to slow down and let the truth prevail. It's usually when we slow down, we start to see things. But what are you doing with those 7 hours after work, after school, after dinner, when you're done feeding the kids? What are you doing the rest of your time? Are you watching TV? Are you gossiping? Are you writing poetry for someone that you care about? What are you doing with your free time? I'll leave that up to you. This one says, did you know? Agreeing to things to just keep the peace is actually a trauma response. When you do this, you're disrespecting your boundaries. No more making yourself uncomfortable for others to feel so-called comfortable. You have the control now. You run your life. Take up space and use your voice. Red heart. Yes, set some boundaries. Okay? You gotta start respecting yourself most importantly. And then you can attract people who fit into your boundaries, that respect you too. That's how you find who's meant for you. By respecting yourself first. I know, it's crazy, right? Yes, I know. I'll tell them. Can't love someone else if you can't love yourself. You're gonna fail. This one says, maybe there is absolutely nothing wrong with you. Maybe it is just really difficult to exist within a system that was designed not designed to support a spirit like yours. You're tuning in right now, I guarantee this is you. Keep that head up, keep that chin up, keep those arms up, keep doing you. You're gonna break the system. Watch out for what? Ronnie Shine Toxic Positivity. Another one coming after me today. This isn't just about sharing stuff. This is about what I'm learning, guys. I'm just doing it live. We'll do it live. Here, quote, being too understanding of disrespectful behavior or constantly emphasizing with abusers by trying to place yourself in, quote, their shoes and look at things from their perspective, guess what? It's not healing. It's an example of toxic positivity. An obsession with positive thinking to the point that it actually becomes detrimental. Oh, this one's right at me. And it's truncated. I don't know why. Let me see here if I can fix that. I do not want to be toxically positive. There are people attacking me and my credibility online right now. Tons of them. I can't even believe it. It's crazy. They're all crazy. But I want to stay on good vibrations. But I have to address it, because if I don't debunk these nonsense people, then other people may see it and be swayed. So I have to put the positivity to the side, and I have to do what needs to be done. If somebody was coming to kidnap my family, I couldn't just say, listen, let's all sit down and love each other. Here, take a hit off this joint. No, I'm going to have to kill or knock out or disable the people trying to harm me and my family. Right? So constantly being too happy, which I can be sometimes, I am always trying to be happy. It can be toxic. So I'm working on this. I'm going to try to slow my roll. I'm going to slow down. I want everybody else to do the same practice with me. It's good to be happy, but sometimes too much happy, where we start to become obsessive, it's detrimental. So, next one. Some people wouldn't know tyranny if it covered their faces, locked them in their homes, enacted the biggest wealth transfer in history, censored all of them, made them show papers, and force medicated them too. This is what's happening. It's crazy, but true. Intelligence is the ability to adapt to changes. Can you read this? It's neat. It's going. Let's keep going. Healing. Healing is not about, quote, finding yourself. Okay? Get that nonsense out of here. Or anything like a lot of people make it out to be. It is about actually creating yourself. It is about discovering who you were before all of the trauma, before all of the conditioning, before this crazy realm got its hands upon you. It is about embodying that free spirit you remember as a child. It is about breaking free, freedom. Yes, this is the Freedom Podcast. From the false world we were all forced to be a part of. This is a beautiful meme. This is what I've been trying to do hardcore since the cerveza bug started. Since I found somebody and met somebody that started sharing this with me. As soon as I figured this out, I started to heal. I started to be happier. Again, I don't want to be too happy. That's toxic. True, it is. But forgetting about all the conditioning, all the stuff all the trauma. We've all had so much trauma. It's about moving past it. Becoming who you really are again. That's all. It's not about finding yourself. It's becoming and creating yourself. This one says, you are traveling through different stages of your spiritual awakening, transmuting darkness into light. You are awakening to the truth. This is the process of a true alchemist. The purpose is to learn how to be a true creator. To be a creator, you must be initiated and tested. You are actually in the school of life right now, the game of life, the school of life. Nothing comes easy here. How many times do I have to say this? If you want anything that tastes good, that's valuable, that's going to last you, it is going to take work. Trust me, I won't lie to you. I'm not a coward. It says here, do not be afraid of your lessons. You came here to rise up, to be a warrior, to rise above it, to rise back from the destruction. That's what you're here for. Become an evolutionist, alchemist, right? All these words are such buzzwords for some people, especially Christians. I know. But it's true. It's actually truth, hidden within some esoteric knowledge. This one says, at some point in all lineages, a soul will be born or brought back that decides that it's time to bring healing to the rest of their ancestors. And if you're reading this, chances are that this beautiful soul is you. There's a good chance. I have to agree with this one. Good morning, everybody. I hope you're all enjoying the podcast. Is the background music way too loud? I don't know. It just got super loud. I do like the background music. Sometimes it helps me. This one says, what is behind your eyes holds more power than what is in front of them. Your consciousness, you're the observer. That's where all the power is. A couple more here before we go. This one's nice. I love this one. If it helps you remember that everyone is doing their best from their own level of consciousness. Does this help you? This really, really helps me. I'm just doing my best too. I'm just doing my best. And I hope that, maybe my best is enough for somebody, or the right somebody, or the right people that want to be my friend, or, I'm just doing my best. I hope you're doing your best. We continue to go through this together. I hope I forgive you. I forgive everybody for everything. I hope you forgive me too for all my mistakes. I was just at that level then. And I'm going to make more mistakes, but I promise that I'm going to constantly try real hard to get better every day. And some days I'm going to fall, but I'm going to get back up. And so too will you. This one says, hemp does not get you high. You can't get high on hemp. It's still illegal. Go figure, right? Unless you use it as a rope. When you climb up on a tree, you can get real high with hemp. Think about it. Why is it illegal? You can't even get high on it. They say marijuana, marijuana. The crazy Mexicans were smoking it and raping white women. That's why they made it illegal. Yep. Yeah, it's true. Can you guys believe that? Mexicans were getting high on marijuana and raping American women. They had to make it illegal. But they also made hemp illegal too, because it looks like marijuana. Right? Can't have that now. Good morning, everybody. Guess what? The sun will tell us the time of the day. The moon tells us the day of the month. And the stars tell us which month we're in. We live inside, yes, the most beautiful clock ever made. Also, there are beautiful stories. Beautiful stories written in the sky. You can read them. But you have to talk to the creator if you want to learn how to read them. The one who made them. You're not going to get the truth anywhere else. It says here, pagan idols. The Roman Catholic pantheon. Check this one out. Peter, Paul, and what? Mary and Jesus? Really? It says here, the monuments of pagan Rome were transformed into Catholic idols. Statues of Jupiter, Apollo, Juno, and her child became Peter, Paul, Mary, and baby Jesus. Other idols were turned into saints, angels, and demons too. Check that out. Yeah, the turtle is also the yearly moon cycle clock on its back. But this is interesting. This is what they do. They take whatever's good and they pollute it. That's what the Catholic Church did to the truth in the scriptures and the spirituality teachings. They hid them within New Age doctrines. They said yoga is satanic, right? And all these New Age teachings are actually quotes from the scriptures. But anyways, let's keep going. Solomon's temple. This I absolutely adore. The fact that, and the house, when it was being built, was built of stone, made ready before it was brought there. So there was actually no hammers or noises of axe, nor any tool of iron heard in the house while it was being built. Can you believe that? That is amazing. That job site was silent building this. Kind of reminds you of probably what it was like when the Creator was building this realm. Right? It was quiet for him. That spirit. We generally add sex, genders to things that we don't understand. We call things him and her, and because humans have genders, so we obviously assume that the spirits do too, right? I got news for you. It's not the way that it works. But let's keep going. It says here, restoring the earth. This is like a 5,000-year-old quote. 5,000 years old. It says here, quote, restore the earth, which the angels, the fallen ones, hath corrupted. Listen, if you're going around being a New Age spiritualist and you're teaching people things, you don't have the answers as to why there's so much destruction, death, and carnage here. You're doing a disservice to those people. But you need to know the reason why there's so much pain and suffering. It's because a group of beings decided that they hated what the Creator had made. And they vowed that they would do everything they could to destroy it. The Creator knew that. It was all part of his plan. Enoch talks about it. When the Son of Righteousness comes and the head of days accompanying him, the earth will be put back to her true place. Animals and mankind will live in harmony again. The Rothschilds are not going to be here. It says here, when you're finally ready to heal and create the biggest positive shift of your life, you'll begin to see everyone as your teacher, especially those that trigger you. This one takes some humbling, right? What if it's a 5-year-old or a 10-year-old kid, 11-year-old? That can teach you. Open your eyes and your heart. Start seeing with your heart, right? Not your eyes. Thoughts determine reality. Wow. Your outer world is also a reflection of your inner world. Thoughts are extremely powerful. The more you realize how powerful they are, the more powerful you become. Your thoughts have the power to propel you into any one of your alternative timelines. Where are your thoughts? Are they helping? Or are they hindering you? Are you constantly shifting from one reality to another? Your thoughts are what determine which one of your preferred realities you're going to end up in. If you are constantly bombarding yourself with negative thoughts, what kind of a reality do you suppose you're manifesting for yourself? Always be mindful of your thoughts. And try to keep a positive outlook, okay? And not toxically. Keep grounded and balanced. Know the shadow and the light work together, the day and the night. Doing so will work wonders in your life. Big ass star on this meme. Where are your thoughts? Think about them today, please. This one says flow state. Flow is your most productive mental state, in which during an activity you are fully immersed in a feeling of energized focus, full involvement, and enjoyment in the process of the activity. Now, I get into these periods with content creation where just supernatural things create on the screen in front of me. I get into a flow state. And I can do amazing things. And so can you. It's like a special secret. You have to be focused. You have to fully immerse yourself in a feeling of energy and focus. Now, I do it through inspiration. When I don't have the inspiration, sometimes I come out and I don't have it. But when I do have it, whoa, look out. I get into that flow state and just go. I want you to. This is an absolute beautiful, beautiful, beautiful meme. Allow nature to teach you stillness like a tree. Be deeply rooted in just being. It's beautiful. I'm going to work on this. Speak with your body, it says. Think with your heart. And love with your soul. That's beautiful. Are you doing these things? Got quiet in here. Is that the end of the playlist? Well, I'm doing these things. I'm trying to. I'm working on them. I'm working on them every day. I hope you guys are too. A few more to go and we'll get out of here. This one here, absolute words to live by, coming out of 1 Corinthians 13 through 7-8. It says love. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. Love never fails. If anyone's treating you any other way than any of these things, they are not loving you. Okay? Very simple, basic. This one's a very good meme. Industrial agriculture. Look what we get. We got them flying over with our poisons. Destroys the soil system. Look at what happens when you regenerative our agriculture. Look at how lush it is. Look at these deep roots. All the bees and everything grow here. Our food grows here. All the animals are happy. Everything becomes more lush. When we do this, everything dies. And we got to truck in all these fertilizers and nonsense. And oh yeah, because of the Ukraine, there's no fertilizer anymore. Right? Sorry, big agriculture fails every single time. We need to get back to regenerative agriculture. And we will. We will. This one says, when something isn't right for you, your soul is going to reject it. It's going to try to warn you in many different ways. So pay attention to how things make you feel and what emotions they bring up in you. These are all messages. If something is not right for you, let it go. If you're in love with a woman and you look at her, you see something, if she dresses up for you or something like that, and if you're not moved, you don't love her, right? And this is what's wrong with society. People don't follow their heart. They end up marrying for money or convenience or selfishness. Right? Find who moves you so much that they bring you to tears. And then you're going to know you found someone that you truly love. That's your soul talking to you. Pay attention to it. This one says, cultivate your own frequency so that nothing of a lower frequency will ever penetrate it. Become a bear with your own self energy. And once you start attracting, you're going to get exactly what you deserve, what you need, and what you want. But you have to start owning it first. And the last one of the morning. I hope you guys have a really good day today. I am looking forward to changing some windows. Change some windows. Off of a roof now. Crazy. I'm so happy. I don't have to worry about dying today, everybody. Oh, you guys, this is so much fun. Thank you for tuning in. We're going to keep going, too. Probably have it back to the normal time. I don't know how long it's going to take me to get out of this 3:30 a.m. waking up nonsense or whatever, 3:45, to start to get a little bit more sleep. This one says, before making your way out of hell, you must walk through the depths of your inner darkness. Unless you learn to first embrace the darkness within yourself, you can never pursue the light of self-love in a balanced way. Genuine self-love is one of the most profound experiences that we can ever experience in life. However, it usually takes time, sincere dedication, and discipline to develop. We are surrounded by so many images, beliefs, and behaviors that reinforce the idea of self-hatred every day, that it can be difficult for us to connect to the love that we have inside of us. This is what matters the most. You are going to be with you forever. You are your best friend. You are your soulmate. You are your own twin flame. And yes, there is another one out there that is compatible with you too, in every way. But you have to sacrifice to get it. You may not even get it in this life. Who knows? I don't know. But I promise you will get it. If you keep working on you, embrace the darkness, learn about who you are and why you feel the way that you do. Be disciplined. Be dedicated. Come on. Stand up for you. And I'll stand up for you too. Thank you guys for tuning in. This was a great morning show. I enjoyed it. I didn't have to rush. We won't have to rush tomorrow either. So have a good day. Put the arms up. Get the chin up. Go out there and love one another. But first, love yourself. And what are you going to do after work or after dinner tonight? What are you going to spend your time on? You going to do something beautiful? You going to do something for you? Men, you could, let me say, what does a guy like to do? I'd say watch sports, but that's toxic. Build something. Build something for your wife or your girlfriend or your daughter. Build something beautiful for them. Women, get some kind of natural rose or flower oil and take a nice long bath, or go swimming in the lake and use natural perfumes and clean yourself and just pamper yourself. Do something for you today. Men too. But men, I want you to do something for somebody that you care about, because that's what's going to make you feel better. Unless you want to do the rose petal thing too. I'm not into that. The women are supposed to smell like roses. I got this new natural soap. It's tea tree smell. The last one I had was lavender and honey. This time I thought I'd go with a little bit more manly smell. It smells pretty good. I like it. Smells are very important to me. They're huge. Their smell is connected to the spirit, if you didn't know. But anyways, I'm just rambling here. I got to go change some windows, feed some chickens. But you guys have a great day, okay? Thanks for tuning in. See you guys tomorrow. This is the only morning show. It's not sponsored.
I didn't mean to fall for you, but then you let me right out of the blue. Wasn't looking for nobody, no. But then you let me right out of the blue. I didn't mean to fall for you, but you got me in a freaky mood. You got me feeling all brand new, some type of way with you. I need to know, no, how a girl like you exists. I didn't mean to fall for you, but then you let me right out of the blue. Wasn't looking for nobody, no. Then you let me right out of the blue. Just like lightning from above, you shook me with a liquid love. I didn't mean to fall for you, but then you let me right out of the blue. Hit me out the garden blue, hurt so good like a new tattoo. Wow, got me jumping over the moon, in outer space with you. I need to know, oh no, how a girl like you exists. Time feels so slow. When my hands are on your hips, I didn't